Hey, what's up, guys? So this is gonna be a really exciting video. Well, I don't know. It's at least exciting for me. But anyway, I haven't posted a video on my channel for a while. I haven't had much of a chance. I've been really busy lately, and I don't have internet still, so I haven't been online. Like, I've been trying to keep up with the Ohio Trans Kings channel and posting. I made a video for that one. You guys can check that out. At Ohio Trans Kings, it's just OH Trans Kings with the Z on the end of just the Kings. And yeah, you can check that out and see this week's topic and everything. Uh, we're talking about like slangs and slurs and stuff. And last week was Not So Hostile Takeover Week, where my girlfriend posted a video and talked about like me and stuff. But anyway, so my fantastic news. I don't I don't think anyone on my YouTube has really heard. I haven't had a chance to upload anything. I mean, I think everyone on here, my cat's like attacking the wall behind me. She does that sometimes. She'll attack random things. But anyway, most of you on here probably know that I had a consultation for chest surgery in Philadelphia on in March, the last day of March, and it was in Philadelphia with Dr. Sherman Leis. So like I said, I haven't had a chance to make a video. I haven't had a chance to even talk about my trip there. Everything costs way too much money. It costs way too much money to park. It costs way too much money to do anything. Hey, but the Liberty Bell's free. You should go check it out. Um, we went to another, a couple other museums. There's this other museum we went to in Philly. It's called the Wagner Free Institute of Science. Really sweet. Everything's like preserved the way it was in the 1800s when the museum was like built and like everything was put in it. Really cool. They suggest like an $8 donation, but it's free. You should donate whatever you can. It's a really awesome museum. So if you're ever in Philly, check it out. But anyway, back to my consultation. So I was thinking, going into this, hey, I'm just gonna talk with them. See, I had my fingers crossed for getting a surgery date. At least I was hoping sometime this summer, preferably earlier in the summer if possible. But like, so I'm trying not to keep my hopes too high going into it, thinking, well, if I don't get my hopes too high, then it won't suck so bad if it doesn't work out. That's how I try to look at a lot of stuff. Like, try not to get my hopes up too high. But off track for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear what I'm listening to. I'm like listening to Lady Gaga. I don't know if you can hear it in here. It's playing in the living room, and I'm in my bedroom. But anyway, so I go in there to the console, and Kara went with me, and so we're talking to Dr. Leis. He's a really nice guy, really friendly. Like, he'll really talkative too. He never shut up. I think I was in there for like 4 hours for the consult. Like his other one for that day or canceled, so it was just me. So anyway, since I was the only one there, like, he had plenty of time to talk to me about anything, and he asked me what date I was looking for, and I was like, well, hopefully, the end of June or something. And he wanted to take pictures of my chest and everything, so in case, whenever we could do it, it'd be fine. So he's in there talking to me and, taking pictures and, like, telling me what, the kind of surgery they'd have to do with me and everything. And Kara was out talking to the receptionist, and she comes in, and Kara's like, well, there's June 17th available. Do you want it? And I'm just like, yeah, tell her I want it. So Kara goes back out there, tells the receptionist that I'll do it on the 17th. And I'm just thinking, oh my god, I can't believe this is really happening. I can't believe I really have a surgery date. Like, I can't believe how close it is. And it's real expensive. Like, if you want to get down to prices and what I've got to figure out what I'm coming up for, the total is $8,400. That's the cost of the surgery plus the anesthesia and the operating room. That's not talking the gas to get there. It's about a 7-hour drive, and that's not talking about the hotel to stay out there. Actually, Dr. Leis has apartments in his like office building, so I'm gonna stay there. It's $50 a night, but he can see me, like, he'll be in the same building and he'll see me every day. I'm staying down there from like June 16th to the 24th or 25th. I don't have a calendar right in front of me, but I think that's the entire week I'll be there, and it's $50 a night, and that doesn't cost. I haven't even figured out, the cost of food and stuff. So That's the only downfall of that situation. Like I put a down payment on the surgery already, so my date's held, but I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna come up with all that money. But I don't know, some way I figure I'll be able to do it. If nothing else, I'm gonna try to get a loan or something. But I have to have 5,000 of it paid by May 10th. That's the actual cost of the surgery. I don't have to have the anesthesia and the operating room fees until the day of surgery. The surgery, I believe, is going to be at like 7:30 in the morning on June 17th. So, and I got to go down there on the 16th for one last final like meeting with Dr. Leis beforehand, so he can go over any last minute things he needs to tell me. And also by the end of May, I've got to go to like a hospital around here or a doctor around here. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go for something like this. I got to get like blood work done and like a urine test, but I don't even know like where I'm supposed to go. Do I just go to the hospital? Like, no one really told me. Like he said, I can go anywhere around me, but I don't know like who does that stuff. So if anyone knows where you go to like get blood work done, like let me know, because I don't have insurance or anything. That's the only downfall in this too. Like my parents were gonna look into their insurance and see if I could get put back on it, because something about Obama's healthcare plan. If you can be on your parents' insurance till you're 26, but nobody seems to know if that's even gone into effect yet. And Dr. Leis was telling me if I could get that insurance or if I could get a different insurance plan. But he said most of them, have a clause about pre-existing conditions and they won't, wouldn't cover my surgery anyway. But he was saying that it would, he could write it off as a breast reduction and just take off the whole thing. That the insurance would most likely cover the anesthesia and the operating room costs. I don't know if I'll have time to actually get on insurance, or if I can get back on my parents' insurance, it would cover me. But just so anyone knows, like if you're looking into surgeons and stuff, like talk to them, because a lot of well, it seemed, I don't know, at least Dr. Leis, he was willing to write it off as a breast reduction, like if you have insurance and that this is insurance that the doctor takes. But I would say if you're going for a consult or anything, definitely ask about that, because like Dr. Leis was all willing to write out a letter to my insurance if I had it, and say that I had back, neck, and shoulder pains, so I needed this as a breast reduction so I could be not in pain basically. So I mean, I don't know if that would work if you're a smaller chested guy, but if you're larger chested like I am, definitely like ask about it. And I've also heard like that there are insurance plans that would cover chest surgery. I don't know. I was trying to look into that, but I couldn't find much information online. But I ran across on one of the forum I'm a member of, and somebody was mentioning that there are health insurances that will will offer coverage for like sex reassignment surgeries. I mean, I don't know how much they cover, what the deductible is or anything. Like I said, I couldn't find that much information on it. So that was my trip to Philly and about the consult, and it was amazing. The trip was awesome. Like we only had one day in the city, which it went by really. It rained all day. Like I think I was wet all the way up to my knees. My feet were soggy, but it was quite a trip. I mean, if you're gonna go, like we just like parked and like left our car parked in this lot for the day, because it cost like $14 to park, and that was the cheapest place that I could find. And it took me quite a while, but after a couple tries, I found a good Philly cheesesteak. It was a place called Jake's Philly Cheesesteaks. But anyway, I'm almost out of time for this video, so I'm gonna have to like end it. But this is a part one. There's gonna be a part two, so check out the other one here that I'm gonna. But yeah, let me post that other video.